BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Mingo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Ready. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now a first down throw for Young. That's caught by Mingo right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 3. Running right, here's Sanders. Gets around him, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
22 needle. Check white. Opposite. Green. Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Young to throw it this time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and 4.
Check match, check match. Go.
Now Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready. Hey, go Fury. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7.
52 Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Ready,
So the ball
ready.
down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion right is Mingo.
Ready, ready.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Adetomiwa Adebawore, he got in there to stop him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay,
So
ready?
their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Green Jack. Needle blue.
Young working out of the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
Here we
It
go,
really
here we
is
go.
because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Blue stripe.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Claws red. Drill green. Fury yellow. Red cycle. Hey, green. Hut.
Now here's Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Come on.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, the option again to Taylor here. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
Hacking 18.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
79 Broncos.
2nd down, here's Richardson. But this one complete to Doolin.
Richardson's pass complete to Ashton Doolin. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Richardson on 3rd and short. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So a nice chunk play running the football followed by that, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, maybe so, but they don't seem to be that concerned about it because when you've got a big-time runner, you will trade a few of those for those big chunk explosive runs that he provides. Those add up over time, don't they?
Richardson looking to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Will Mallory, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Check pink.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Steel, black.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Come on, set.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Set.
Throwing, Young. Open man is Mingo. He's got it. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right. Hut.
Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 4-3, a game over 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now a 3rd and 6.
Black Ultra. Blaster, 6. Green Jacket. Ready?
To throw, Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Hey, check Mega.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set, Hut.
Off the play fake, Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. .39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That throw by Young incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On the double.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check smash. Cut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
6, mega, blue stripe. Claws red. Yellow, go.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Drill green, fury, yellow. Red, cycle, smash, red. Go red. Ready.
Young to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first down and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, break. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Richardson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
25-yard line.
Ready. Ultra, ultra. Tempo, 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 tempo.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Control 80. Hey, check that. Reno, go.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Richardson on the bootleg here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
18 runners, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be fourth and short.
Richardson on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Street.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18.
Richardson to throw off play action. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Got it. Ready? Cougar 19. Scoop.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Young.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of 40 at the 38-yard line.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Chop, 17. Hut, hut.
It's Young off play action, sliding out of the pocket.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
Ready?
It'll be Young again.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10, Young.
He's got Mingo.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Watch it. Sit.
Young will set to throw.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Sanders.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now here's Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up,
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's into the hands of Woods. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Von Bell up to make the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Slide blue. 6. Mega.
Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Young working out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Richardson, rolling to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give for Taylor running right side. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to take this home, they'll run. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That'll make it 1st and 15. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't